Alright, here we go, gamers. Welcome back to the Battle Room, and today we're reviewing the final set between Aaron, Traylor, and Chonjun. So, I am recording this live. It won't be posted like the day of the finals, but I am recording this live, so these are my genuine reactions. See, it says live down there. These are my genuine reactions and how I'm approaching and how I'm viewing it. So I'm just watching it for the first time. No idea what I'm expecting to see, but, you know, we've watched these players in the past two episodes I recorded, so I'm excited to see how Chongjun approaches this matchup and how Aaron approaches this matchup. Aaron obviously had just played against this team with Joe, and I don't know if they've played in Swiss or anything, so I don't know if they're having prior experience to this, and sometimes that can play a little bit into it, which could be interesting if they have played, because they both did really, really well, so there could be a chance they played in Swiss, who knows, but I'm excited for this matchup, because I still do favor the Groudon team. I think Joe made it really, really close. Ultimately lost on double track, but plus a player of miss. But that is the game we play. Aaron played extremely well the whole set too, and I think Aaron did kind of throw game two. So like I do think that Aaron could easily win this matchup. I don't think this is like, oh, Aaron has to win with hacks. I think Aaron could legitimately hard destroy this team. Kartana is a complete and utter menace, and I think it's really up to Aaron to play that Kartana well. And I think like near the end of that third game, I thought Aaron was playing fantastically, but then Joe just had a little bit too much gas in the tank and was able to get through that that Kartana, and then ultimately it came down to that miss. But I do think that if Kartana has played exceptionally well, Aaron easily wins this. So I think it's going to be up to Kartana and how well Kartana has played. Obviously both really, really good players, and I'm super excited to watch this finals. If I had to make a prediction on who's going to win this one, I think it's Aaron Traylor. I think he's got the plot armor. I feel like in my gut, it's Aaron. I feel like it's Aaron. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Chongjun won, but in my gut, I'm gonna go with Aaron this time. I think I think Aaron got enough warm up against Joe. I think Aaron's coming to this one hot and knows what to do. And to be completely honest with you, I've seen Wolf prep, and I know Aaron and Wolf are friends, and I'm sure Wolf talked over Aaron a game plan. And Wolf Aaron is disgusting combo. And so that's what makes me, in my heart, think that Aaron's going to win this one. I'm going to go with Aaron. I'm excited for this one. I'm honestly excited for this. So I don't get excited watching Pokemon, but I'm excited for this final right here. I hope it's a good set. I hope it's not too hacksy. I hope it's just legit clean play. But I'm excited to see our first regional champion of 2022. This is some exciting stuff. Again, I think the big keys for victory for Chongjun here are going to be playing Groudon well, keeping control of the weather, and finding a good time to max. As we saw with the Joe set, I think sometimes Joe's maxes weren't as optimal, especially in the game one. He got kind of like stomped over, so I think finding a good time to max is really important. Aaron's key to victory here are playing Kyogre well, and I would say making sure that everything's softened up for Kartana, because that's how he kind of won game one and almost won game three, like almost just easily won game three. That I think that those are the main things that he's looking to do. I think Aaron's game plan is the Kartana. Like the way it looked in those sets, it looked like Kartana was huge. So I'm excited to see this one. I think that the players are both really good, and I'm really curious to see how Chongjun approaches this matchup, if it's different from Joe at all. Because in game one, Joe focused mostly on the Gastrodon Incin game plan. Joe really liked leading Incin. I think it was light all three games, whereas Chongjun might not opt for that, and might maybe opt to bring Grimmsnarl. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is gonna be a good set. This is gonna be a good set. I'm excited for this one. And yeah, I mean, I still don't know what item is on Aaron's Kyogre, but apparently it's not choiced. I really thought it was choiced the entire time. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. Okay, Indidization lead from Aaron into Incinization lead from Chongjun. So this lead is something that Aaron hasn't led the entire time he played Joe. So this is a brand new lead from Aaron. And we're also seeing, I think this was a lead that Joe did use against Joe. Or that Joe used against Aaron, sorry. So this is similar lead that Aaron's prepared for, but I do like it from Aaron a lot. I think you're preventing a lot of the fake out shenanigans. It makes Incin much weaker when it can't actually fake out Zation. And follow me plus attacks are really safe because most Indidis do live the blade. So you would actually just get a free attack for a potential trade there. So you can also protect, you can do lots of options. You could switch into Kyogre and press protect on Indidi even. You could switch into Kyogre and press follow me. The options are quite endless, so we'll have to see what happens here. We're going to see Instant withdraw instantly, which I think is fair. It's done its job. It just needs to get the Intimidate off. It's also super important in terms of beating late game Kartana, which is a huge issue. And we're going to see Ndidi just press follow me. Easy follow me Blade, I think, right? Okay, Blade's going to come through. Again, Ndidi's usually take this move unless this is like a weird adamant set with like max attack or something crazy. And it, oh my gosh, it one shot. It crit. Oof. Oh, that's a harsh turn one because Ndidi should be alive here. Super unfortunate stuff. Sacred Sword's going to come through. It's doing some damage to Groudon, but Kyogre is a free switch in here, if I've ever seen one. That's why I'm not really sure why Chonjun switched in Groudon. I always like to keep it in the back. Like, I would rather switch in Gastrodon. I'd rather switch in, I assume it's Gastrodon in the back. If it's Charizard, I would probably switch in Charizard too. I didn't like the Groudon coming in because now you're just giving weather control over. So now I would say Aaron's more in the driver's seat. Origin Pulse is extremely safe. Something has to faint, or Gastrodon has to come in, and if Gastrodon comes in, Aaron can play accordingly and potentially position a really solid Kartana switch in here, potentially. Like, Origin Kartana switch could be pretty good. Chongjun could punish that, obviously, with the Sacred Sword, but I don't know. This one's interesting. This one's very interesting. Kyogre's actually going to withdraw. I like it. Into Kartana. Is Chongjun going to bite? What's going to happen here? He withdraws. Yep, he does. Into Gastrodon. Yup. Aaron's playing well. This is good. This is good. Play Rough comes through onto Kartana. It does almost half. Are you serious? Why is this Pokemon legal? Seriously. Blade into this Zacian is nice, though. I will not lie. I will not deny it. Also, what's really nice about this situation is that the Zacian is still intimidated on Traylor's side. Like, I think that Instant coming in here is relatively safe, plus Sacred Sword. Kartana actually took a little bit too much from that Play Rough. And I don't think it can safely max in this situation. I think that they have to deal with... He's playing this really well. He's just playing Ring Around the Rosy with the Gastrodon. Every time Gastrodon comes in, Kyogre leaves. And when Gastrodon leaves, Kyogre's back in. That was a really obvious switch into Instant. Super safe stuff. Intimidate. Like, there's no risk here. Like, what's the risk? Sacred Sword comes in onto Kyogre. It's still doing half. It's still doing half. Good lord, this Pokemon is so strong. Not having Intimidate versus Zacian has just been brutal. And Zacian still lives another turn. I think this game is just Traylor's inability to deal with Zacian currently. Zacian is just giving endless problems. He hasn't really been able to hit it. He didn't prioritize it early. And he followed that game plan from game one where he's just trying to deal chip damage on the Groudon onto the Incineroar so that Kartana can sweep, but the Zacian is just free hitting the entire time. It literally hasn't protected. It's just bladed, Play Rough, Sacred Sworded. Like, it's just done damage for 3 turns in a row. And that's been fantastic for Chongjun here. Like, the way he's playing Zacian is like actually the best part of this. So we're gonna see withdraw into Kartana. And then we're going to see, I assume Kyogre press Protect. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it is going to be that Protect. I think this is just a free parting shot onto Zacian, and then a Behemoth Blade onto Kyogre. Yeah, it's a really safe, good play. It slows down Kartana. If Kartana comes in, it slows down Zacian even more, and it also just puts a lot of pressure on this Kyogre. This is some good stuff. So it's going to withdraw, and they're going to go right into Groudon, and you're just going to press Sacred Sword. I feel like at this point... So Groudon's he's not full. I think you could max Groudon. I think you can max Groudon and go for Max Quake on the Kyogre. You could just press Precipice though. You don't even have to max at this point. I think the issue is no Instant is really just causing lots of issues. The critical hit onto Ndidi did suck, I'm not gonna lie. But no Instant is just like not slowing down Zacian at all. And I don't know. I really do think that Instant is super valuable versus Groudon and Zacian, and also Kyogre Zacian. I find myself bringing Instant in both of the Zacian matchups, unless I have a clear plan to deal with it. So the no Instant from Traylor is bold, but I do think that Ndidi did get kind of gypped with that critical hit. So we're gonna see a max here from Traylor on the Kartana, I bet, right? Whew, here we go. I think this is the big go time. But I think Kartana's just going to go down to Sacred Sword. But I think at this point you just have to hope it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know my calcs that well against Kartana versus Zacian. But I know this Pokemon does a lot of damage, and then we're also going to see the max from Groudon. To be honest, if we max Airstream plus Water Spout, I think we could see Groudon maybe going down. But even then, I don't know. Because you can't go for... You have to go for Airstream. Because if you don't go for Airstream, then... Oh, I guess you don't have to Airstream. You could go for Overgrowth Water Spout, and if you live the Sacred Sword, you could win. Yep, let's see. Kartana goes down. I was pretty sure it KO'd. Kartana goes down, and that's a clean game 1 from Chonjun. That was just really well played. I guess Kyogre could go big, but it's not going to do that much in the sun. Assault Vest Groudon is a little bit too good sometimes. And I think with Zacian can't get through this Incineroar and Gastrodon. Even you just fake out Max Quake and it's over. Because I think Psychic Train is ending this turn. Even if it's not, you can just Intimidate again, and then just switch out, Intimidate again, and then keep Intimidating. And there's not much Aaron can do to combat that. It's a very clean game 1. Sorry. I like that a lot from Chongjun there. I think he played the Zacian just wasn't dealt with, and I think that was the biggest issue that Aaron had. And I think going into game 2, if I'm gonna make adjustments, I think potentially. See, the thing is like Tailwind isn't super good versus this team. Because the only Pokemon that Tailwind's negatively impacting is Zacian. You outspeed everything else with everything. So you don't need Tailwind. So Whimsicott isn't like a great bring. Maybe it's just bringing Incin instead of Indeedee, or just maybe it's just about like navigating not getting crit and navigating the Zacian better, like maybe prioritizing it more early. Because I think Zacian was the thing that just gave him the business. That was just really hard for Aaron to deal with. So I think going into this one, I think it's about dealing with Zacian, and that's going to be the key. The keys to victory for my boy Traylor here is dealing with Zacian, because I think Zacian got too many free turns. It literally just attacked the entire battle. And if Zacian's hitting you with a +1 attack every single turn because you didn't intimidate it, how do you win? How is anyone supposed to win that? I don't know, like, because it's not dying, it's just doing crazy damage. So I think I don't think Aaron's come out of this at all, and I think just dealing with Zacian, giving Zacian like more respect is really all I'm asking for Aaron here. But yeah, I think I'm excited to see this one. I think that he can navigate this totally fine. Whew. That was a crazy dominant game 1. I really didn't expect it to be so in control of Chongjun. Like I thought it would be a much closer game 1, but it literally felt like the battle was like every single turn was going his way. So I mean, the critical hit again, I do think Indeedee living that was kind of obnoxious because Zacian did get another free hit when I think Traylor could have gotten more out of his Zacian and wouldn't have to pivot around as much. He did get the free Kyogre switch in though, so there is that. I don't know. I don't like to dwell on it too much. I think we just have to go into this one. And but I think Incin is super important to bring. I didn't really love Indeedee. Indeedee was good versus Zacian or Incin on that turn 1, but then it got crit, died, and then it wasn't super useful for the set. So I don't know. It stopped fake outs the whole time, but I think also just like trying to find position for Kartana is huge, because I think in the games that Aaron's doing well in versus this team, Kartana is actually getting actively set up, where I think this time it switched in on a player F that did half. And normally you'd think that Kartana's a great switch in for Zacian, something like a player F or Blade, but it did way too much, and I think that was just super unfortunate and needs to find a more natural way to get Kartana in. And I think that's not something you can plan, and it's more about how well you can play the matchup. So I definitely think Aaron can win. I'm rooting for him. I want to see a game 3 for sure. But that was just a very dominant, very dominant game 1. Super dominant. I do still favor the Sun team. Generally, I always like the Assault Vest Groudon into Kyogre. It feels really good. So let's see this game 2 here. So we're going to get Incin lead. I love it already. We got Incin, thank God. Into Incin. Oh, into Gastrodon plus Zacian. Okay, we haven't seen this particular lead matchup. I like this a lot from Traylor, though. This is a great lead. You got Fake Out live. You can Fake Out either one. Gastrodon doesn't generally max, especially when the Kartana's in the back. But I think that Zacian, you can get a free Fake Out Blade onto Zacian if you want it. You could Fake Out Zacian and like play rough and get big damage on a Gastrodon. You could do the options are, I think, endless for Aaron. Like I think you could Parting Shot, you could Throat Chop, You could just like double tap, kill Gastron turn 1 if you wanted to. I'm not even against that. I think there's a lot of options here. We're going to see Instant come in, I bet. That's Incineroar, baby. Instant comes in, drops the Intimidate onto both, which is good. I think this allows Gastron to not die to a double up, and it also gives you fake out pressure. And I think you just go for a yawn, but I think he's just going to get a free... Oh, that's a bad play rough. It was a play rough parting shot. Interesting. He wants to get the free play off on the Gastro. Huh. Wow. That play off is it could be unfortunate. I don't want to say it's like super unfortunate yet because Gastron might just go down to Kartana at one shot. So like it might not end up mattering, but it is a little bit frustrating nonetheless. But this is a free opportunity to get Kartana in, I think. It depends which slots yawned, but I bet you it's in the Zacian. It's in a Kartana. Ooh, that was a good turn. That was a great turn from Chongjun there, because now Kartana is kind of forced to switch, and we could see like a crazy standoff here where Traylor like tries to Leaf Blade for a potential trade. I think he's just gonna switch out Kartana though. That gives Chongjun the wheel there. If he switches out Kartana, he's full steam ahead, controlling this semi truck, driving towards the win. So I think switching out Kartana could be not the greatest, but I do think you go Kyogre Instant. It's not a huge deal. You can pivot back in. You can parting shot. But Yon Gastron has already gotten kind of a hold on the field. I think sometimes Yon Gastron takes a little bit too long to get going, but I think in this case, it's gotten a really, really good, stable hold on this battle. And this is looking really, really grim in game 2, because I think it's just going to keep yawning, and now Kyogre's in here. It's awkward. They protect Gastron. Oh, woo! That was huge for Aaron. That's huge. I like the protect there, because if Aaron got desperate, that protect is game winning. But Aaron didn't get desperate. He does switch in the instant there. They do go for the parting. That was a good protect, honestly. And then we're gonna see Groudon come in. Yep. Groudon comes in relatively free here. Max Quake is kind of real, because nothing can really switch into Max Quake. You could get a free KO on the instant, and you could power your way through this potentially, because the Groudon does a fire move. You can one-shot Kartana. I don't know. I think Max Groudon might be the play here, because what's switching in? Kartana or Zacian? This is fantastic positioning. I think the way he's playing Incineroar is top tier. Chongjun is playing Incineroar to a top level here. Every single turn Incin is putting on pressure. The value of this Incineroar is far greater than we've seen a lot throughout this tournament. I think this is fantastic instant play, and it's navigating him into a perfect position. That's a Max Groudon. That's a Max Groudon. Oh my gosh, how do you even deal with this? This is a free KO. If you're losing Pokemon, it gets harder to play the game. He could also just hit Kyogre with this move and do half the Kyogre, who's like one of the only threats to stop Groudon later in the game. Stop Instant, to be honest. Kyogre's one of the few instant threats. He's playing this fantastically. Kyogre protects. Oh, if this hits instant, is it game? Is it Yawn Quake, dude? It's so safe. Oh, it's Shucka instant. I did forget about Shucka. That is actually huge. It will live the turn then. Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. I forgot it was Shucka instant, but Shucka instant is saving Traylor. This game was over if it wasn't Shucka. Shucka instant is saving the game. Praise that sweet berry. Okay, so now you parting shot Groudon. Okay, this is still winnable. Kartana comes in. Maybe. Parting shot. Oh my gosh. This is just like, he just has such a chokehold over Aaron's team right now. It's just hard for Aaron to wiggle out of this. Shucka Instant does help a lot. If Yawn were to hit this slot, that'd be awful. The play rough miss on the Gastron is a little unfortunate right here, though. I'm not going to lie. Because it would be in range for probably another play rough. Yawn comes through onto Kyogre. Good play. Good play. Safe play. I don't think you want to Yawn Instant. Because Gastron would be at like, it would be taken like 80%. It would be slowly healing. So I don't know. So the situation. I think that because of that live, I think this is still winnable from Traylor. If Instant goes down, I don't think it is. But Instant's still alive. Nothing's yawned. Weather control's in Chongjun's favor. Kyogre will withdraw into Instant. So safe, so good. I think you might have to protect Zacian, though. I don't know. Oh, no, you parting shotted. You can actually attack with Zacian here. They'd have to double tap Zacian to kill it. They're going to withdraw Gastron. Easy money into Instant. Yeah. Safe play. Weaken the power. Gastron is also just so good versus his team. So good versus that Kyogre. Because Because it's really just Gastrodon plus Sun is so strong, and then it's just about navigating Kartana. That's the only way you can win. We're probably going to see a weakening of the Groudon here. It's going to be like half. A little under half, honestly. And then we're going to see Max Quake come through. This should allow... Oh, Instant just goes down. I was going to say this should allow Zacian to live, but it went for the Instant. So Zacian still gets to live another day. Now you bring in Kyogre. They do have 2 Max Quake boosts, though, which is big. Kyogre can't kill Groudon from this range. Do you have to bring in Gastrodon? This is getting really weird. It's getting really like mind gamey with when Gastrodon can come in. Does Kyogre max? Does Kyogre just press Spout? Like it's getting really mind gamey. If Kyogre comes in, I really don't know how the turn will play out. Because Blade Water Spout would kill Groudon, and that could be the game winner. But but you could also just fake out and then just press Quake. But if they do that, then you can max Kyogre and Blade and kill. Maybe you just fake out. Is faking out Zacian just guaranteed the good play then? But then if Kyogre maxes, I think it might kill. But Kyogre max might be a throw, because then Kartana can't carry the game. I don't even know at this point. Do not even know. I think you're switching Gastrodon for sure. But or do you just fake out? I think you just fake out Zacian. I think faking out Zacian is guaranteed the 100% correct play. Fake out Zacian, Max Quake. You should live Max Geyser at this range because you're at +2 special defense versus an AV. The multiplication is off the tables. So yeah, I think the best play here is just to fake out Max Quake. And we're going to see exactly that. Fake out on the Kyogre, actually. Okay, so like I said, the Max Kyogre could have won that, actually. But I think, which one are they going to Max Quake? Because it is at -2, so I don't think it's killing either of them. It's definitely not killing Kyogre. Groudon, a critical hit could have been lethal there. Kyogre flinches, and then they press Max Flare into Zacian. So they just want to reset their weather. Honestly, I respect that. I respect that a lot. I think that is a really good play. You reset your weather. It makes Kyogre weaker. But now Aaron does still have Max. That's the saving grace here. He is running out of Pokemon and health, but he has Max. I mean, honestly, he has 3 full HP Pokemon. So like this game is deadly. I think that player off miss is actually going to come up mattering. This is a weird end game though, because Kyogre. This is a banger game. Honestly, this is good. This is high level Pokemon, which I mean we should expect. It's the finals, but this is some insane stuff. Because like I mean like in the other top 4 set, Chonjun just ran over Alex. It wasn't even close. So like this one feels like it's much more contested. Chongjun is definitely being tested by Aaron here. I mean this is game 2. Chongjun did kind of run over game 1, so. But Aaron came to play in game 2. I'm really hoping for game 3, so I got to root for Aaron here. But I do think Aaron is in a decent spot because Kartana Max is not contested by another Max, which I think is Kartana's big weakness. I think Aaron is just showing us how to play Kartana because Kartana is really good, and Aaron is giving us the textbook definition of Kartana gameplay. He's going to withdraw. He's going to double switch Zacian and Instant. Can Aaron call this, and how does he react to this play? He's going to go for Sacred Sword on 2. That Instant slot, and then he's just going to go for Water Spout. He played it super safe there. I don't know if I like that. It's so hard. The hardest part about this is Aaron can't switch into Kartana. That's the biggest issue. Aaron cannot switch into Kartana, and it's making this really hard. Because if Kartana switches in, it takes an EP or Yawn, it's over. You can't play anymore. It takes a Sacred Sword, you're done. So it's really difficult, because I think like EP Sacred Sword is super safe. And so I'm really curious to see how he's supposed to navigate this one. That's big Kyogre. Okay. He's got to be going for the Hailstorm, right? Like I don't know what you can do. Oh God. That's big Kyogre. Gonna go first with the Blade. This is unintimidated Blade doing big damage because Instant did faint much earlier. Zacian hangs on. That's clutch. He's gonna go for Sacred Sword in. He's calling the Instant coming in. And he's gonna go for Max Lightning into the Zacian. Does this get the KO? Oh, it does. He's lightning, though. He can't touch Groudon when Gastrodon is in there. But he might not need to. Holy crap. He's going to go for Yawn. What a play from Aaron there. Saving the positioning there. Getting a crucial KO and saving the positioning. But all I can do in Max Lightning, that's the only issue. Max Lightning. But now that stops Yawns, which is big. Oh my gosh. I'm really liking this. This turn is weird, though. Do you switch to Kartana? I don't think you can afford to. But Zacian doesn't want to just protect. That seems like a waste. Like, just Max Lightning Protect seems like a waste of your turn. But there's not much you can do. I don't know. I'm really conflicted on the most optimal best play here. Like, I think you Max Lightning Protect. You could switch to Kartana if you're really predicting Fake Out. But at the same time, it's kind of safe to Blitz. Like, you could just Blitz here. Like, that's a real play. It's just going to withdraw. And go to Groudon. So now you can't even Max Lightning. Groudon can just freely hit. But now Groudon's fainted. So, Groudon's just down. Oh no, it's still alive actually with 2 HP. Because now the issue here is Kartana has to press Sacred Sword into that slot. This is so close. This is going to come down to the wire. Because Kartana has to carry this matchup. This is so freaking close. Because Kartana can't protect either. I don't even know if this is about play anymore and about how well they navigate, how well Kartana can take EPs. I think EP needs to be a 3-hit KO. Well, I guess it is about play. Because if Kartana goes for Leaf Blade, kills Gastrodon, then press Max Geyser, he wins. But then if he Sacred Swords and Gastrodon protects, it's a great play for Aaron. I can't with this game. There's so many intricate levels of gameplay here. Like, obviously he could just go for Leaf Blade, Water Move, win the game instantly. He could go for Protect on Gastrodon, switch to Instant. That's a good play too. But then Sacred Sword could punish that. Sacred Sword and Groudon could just come out. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be insane. He could also just protect Gastrodon and go for Fire Punch and just win the game there. He's gonna go for it. The Leaf Blade comes through. It makes him the KO. Oh my god, Max Geyser. It's got to be Max Geyser, right? Aaron Traylor, we're going to game 3, baby. Holy, that was the whole game. That was so. I mean, Chonjun played that well. Like, that wasn't a mistake from Chonjun. He read that he was gonna go for Sacred Sword into Groudon. What a game! What a fantastic game! That was so good. That was such a set. We're not even done. We have an entire game 3. Wow. That was so good. That was so good. That was played expertly by both. Oh my god, we're going to game 3. Thank god. Oh my god, Traylor. Like, the intricacies of that play are so huge. I was trying to describe it, but I was just in awe. Like, because there's so many things that could have happened. You could Leaf Blade, Max Geyser, like he did. But you could have protected Gastrodon and Fire Punch Kartana, because Kyogre cannot touch Groudon in that situation. It's Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Thunder, Protect. We know it can't touch it. So the only play that you could make in that situation is Max Geyser or Max Lightning. But you could Max Lightning Sacred Sword, get the one shot onto Instant. So there was lots of plays that could happen if Instant switched in over Groudon, obviously. There were lots of plays that could happen. And ultimately, the Traylor went with that play and it worked. But it easily could have blown up in his face. What if he protected Gastrodon and pressed Fire Punch? It's an auto win, right? It was just really mind-gamey and super intricate Pokemon gameplay. That's why I love this game. Like, situations like that are just so beautiful, and it just comes down, like, it's not even like a read. It's just like understanding your opponent. It's about the stuff you've learned about them going up to it, and Traylor downloaded his opponent and got that turn right. Now we got a game 3. Okay, so I gotta focus on team preview here. Sorry about that. So going into this one, again, I think it's about Kartana. That game got really messy in there. I think he dealt with Zacian much better. I think that Thunder play plus Sacred Sword was actually pretty sick from Traylor. Like, the Max Kyogre was honestly kind of sick because it allowed him to get in that situation. It still came down to the wire, but it gave him a way in. And I think maxing Kyogre, while really good, is really risky because it can't touch Groudon or Gastrodon. So, well, it can't touch Groudon while Gastrodon's there. But I think the game state here and how we should approach this one. I think Traylor does still try to play the Kartana endgame. I think he saw an opening and went for it. But I think the Kartana endgame and trying to win with Kartana is ideal. And Chonjun, their game plan, honestly, I thought they played it pretty well. I think you bring the same 4 Pokemon and you just play better. You make sure you get the turns right. Like, it was just a really tight game. I think if I'm Chongjun, I bring the same game plan. I think I'm Traylor, I like the 4. I think we should see a 4-mon thing, like the same 4. I think we could see like a Whimsicott. I think Whimsicott's okay, but again, the only Pokemon that Whimsicott has helped dealing with is Zacian. But if you think beating Zacian is super valuable, go for it. I don't know. I think Traylor should bring the same 4, and I think so should Chongjun. I think we should see a mirror, or a run it back. Whew, that was a good game. That was crazy. But yeah, I could see the Indeedee adjustment again. I mean, I didn't mind it, but it's all about this weather war. It's all about the weather war. Which one's better? Which one's going to win this? And my guess, I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to say Traylor wins this one. I'm going to stick to my guns. I think after that last game, I mean, Traylor's maxes have been really prolific in this tournament. I love the Whimsicott. I love the Incin. His maxes are really creative. They're perfectly timed. He knows when to max. He's clearly has very much mastery over the mechanic. And I at this point, I mean, we've been playing this for 2 years, and Dynamax to me is actually kind of interesting because I think that a lot of players we're getting better with Dynamax. I think the way we play Dynamax now, as opposed to the first tournament of the year, first tournament ever, is like so much like intricate and so well thought out. We're gonna see Indeedization, so we're mixing it up, and then we're gonna see the same lead from Chongjun all 3 games. Oh no, we saw Gastrodon last game, but we're gonna see back to the Incin, which I like. I like the Incinization lead. It does negated by the Indeedee a little bit. I'm excited for this game. Let's see how this one goes. This is gonna be good. Psychic Seed procs, not really doing anything here. The only Pokemon the Psychic Seed is actually valuable against this Gastrodon. But obviously it's for other matchups. But I do think that Indeedee is a solid pick. I think Indeedee's fine. Aaron just needs to deal with Zacian. That's all I'm asking. Indeedee's fine, but make sure Zacian is a priority. I think that's what I want to see. I'm curious to see how I'll approach it. I think Chongjun's Zacian play has been amazing. I've really liked the way his Zacian's being played in this set and in the last set. I think both of them. I think Traylor's Zacian has been fantastic too. Like, the way they're controlling Zacian has been this is why they're in the finals. They're the best Zacian players here. Maybe Joe. But yeah, I think the way they're playing Zacian and controlling it has just been great. Incin withdraws, easy money. I think also Chongjun's Incin play has been awesome. This has just been a great set. Helping in. That's what I want to see. Sacred Sword or Behemoth Blade? I want to see Blade. Okay, Blade goes first. I think Chonjun's Zacian is just faster. A Blade into Zacian. Okay. Are we going to see traded blades? Please be traded blades. Oh. Sacred Sword and Gastrodon, it just does half. I like the play if Incin stays in, but fantastic switch from Chongjun there. Just good stuff. That was a really good turn for Chongjun there. I think it was way more beneficial for him than it was for Traylor. Like I mentioned, I just wanted to see more priority on hitting that Zacian, because I think hitting Incin, like, what, is it actually going to stay in? I doubt it. I mean, getting KOs is huge, though. Like, if you do get that KO, it could be game-winning, just because then it's harder to switch Gastrodon and Groudon around, and it makes Kartana even deadlier. Like, killing Incin, that is kind of a game winner. That's kind of a kill. If you kill Incin, I think Kartana wins. I don't know how you actually beat Kartana without Incin helping. So, Chongjun correctly identifying to save it, and also Traylor identifying that if he gets that, that's a win. I think it was played well by both players. I really do think you need to deal with Zacian. Oh my gosh. He's just going to let his Zacian die. It goes for Indeedee. Oh my god. Indeedee hangs on as it should. Sacred Sword, Expanding Force. Does this KO? Safeguard? What? Okay. Wow. That's kind of big, actually. Safeguard's kind of big there. It stops the yawn for the next 5 turns. Whew, interesting. I like the safeguard there. So, helping hand, safeguard, follow me, expanding force. Probably no protect on that Ndidi. This next turn is a little awkward, though. The safeguard was cool. It actually the yawn stop was huge. But we know that Chongjun's faster. They're going to blade Aaron's Zation. I kind of like that blade from Chongjun because I thought expanding force protect was relatively safe. I kind of like that blade. Even though it's targeting Ndidi. But he could have got a KO on his Zation. I do like the blade, though. I think it was good option coverage. We're going to see a follow me come through. Okay. Blade's going to come through. I think this is fine. I don't know, though. Well, Ndidi goes down. The thing is if like Playoff actually kills Gastrodon here, does Aaron Traylor just win with Kyogre? It's gonna be a blade. I don't know if he has Playoff. He's going for Zation. It does half. EPKOs. Aaron Traylor has to do a 2v4 comeback. But I think he's got the right Pokemon to do it. Everything's softened up. Oh my god, Aaron, you madman. Safeguards in play. This is crazy stuff, gamers. This is going to be a crazy 3 turns of Aaron's max. If Chongjun can survive it, it's over. But I don't know if he can. Because, like, I mentioned in the other games that Kartana, the issue with Kartana is it's not coming in at optimal times. But this is a really optimal time for Kartana to come in. There's Psychic Terrain. They can't fake out. They get Airstream. They get Spout. This could be over. Psychic Terrain's up. You got 3 turns of max. You got a Kyogre. And you got a Kartana. I don't know. I really don't know. I think Aaron wins. I want to say if Aaron gets all these turns right. If he gets all the turns right, he easily wins. But will Aaron get all the turns right? Like, will he call the Instant in the right slot? Will he call the Ground in the right slot? Will he spout at the right times? You know, like that's what's holding him back, and I think that's what Chongjun needs to play in. But like, he set himself up. He's got Safeguard. He's got Psychic Terrain. He's got Max. He's got Kartana in an optimal position at full HP. Everything's weakened. If you go for Airstream plus Spout, do you win automatically? I don't know. It's big Kartana time, baby. Like, if you Airstream plus Spout right here, do you just automatically win? Do you Overgrowth plus Spout? I think Overgrowth's probably better than you threaten the KO into the guy. I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe Instant could live the hit. Kyogre's going to protect. Should have Instant came in here? I don't know. Player off comes through on a Kyogre. That's an... If this KOs, I think it's over. Is it better that it didn't KO? Because now you Knuckle. You Knuckle Spout. EP comes through. This is so good. Knuckle Spout. Oh my gosh, I think we're about to see a Kartana Snowball for the win. I think you just Knuckle. You have Airstream. That's all you need. Spout in Sun. I don't know. Spout would always kill. I don't know. This is crazy. I think this was Aaron's plan in game 1, like closer to what happened. I think he actually like really let the KOs happen on purpose. Like I think he was in full control here. Psychic Train only has 1 more turn though, which is a little unfortunate because Kyogre will be able to get faked out. It's gonna be up to Groudon to win this game, like Max Groudon. But if Knuckle comes through and gets a double KO, or gets the +2, Groudon's toast, right? Knuckle. Oh my gosh, that Knuckle is so good. That Knuckle is heat. But you can't switch an Instant there. You can't. Like, you lose Instant to Water Spout. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know anymore. Because you Spout, and then you're just going to go for Protect, Max Overgrowth, and then you're going to try to Water Spout your way to victory. Protect Overgrowth is next turn's play. You could attack, honestly. You probably attack. You don't need to Protect. You don't need to Protect. You go for Overgrowth plus Water Spout. And then it's up to Kyogre to carry the game with Water Spouts in the Sun. And I think the Overgrowth will do enough damage, but then you max Groudon, or do you max Instant? If you max Instant, I think you might lose. I don't know. Do you have a dark move? Can you kill? This is really hard because it's not even about play. It's about just knowing which Pokemon are stronger in the situation. Like, knowing which max is better. Because Instant might be a better max here. Because they might just one-shot Groudon and then you trade the KO with Max Flare. This is crazy. And then Water Spout, then you'd have to beat the Kyogre in a 1v1. I don't know who wins this game. I genuinely don't know. It's up to Chonjun to choose which one's better, though. You choose your own adventure here. Do you max Groudon or do you max Instant? Which one? I don't know which one's better, like, genuinely. I think he's going Groudon. I'm watching in bated breath. It's Groudon. I don't think that one's correct because I think it's just going to die to Overgrowth Spout. You're going to fake out, and then you're just going to die to Spout next turn, and then Instant's just going to lose the 1v1. But if it doesn't have Dark Move, I don't know if you can actually max Instant. He's going to fake out Kyogre and go for Max Quake. Oh, no, you don't go for Max Quake. You go for Max Fire, Max Flare. You had to Max Flare, right? I'm not crazy. That Cortana is way too huge not to Max Flare. I don't know if Kyogre can get that KO. Oh, it comes down to Kyogre. If Kyogre KOs Groudon, it's over. If Kyogre doesn't KO Groudon, it's over. It's up to Kyogre. Groudon cannot protect. If he lives with like 1 HP, then Protect was more optimal. Safeguard's gone, that doesn't matter. Here we go. Oh man, I'm nervous. I don't know if Kyogre gets that KO. I think he might live with 1. No, he just takes that. He just takes that. Groudon the champion. That's gonna be game, right? Like Max Quake, yeah. Flare Blitz. Wow. Wow. That was so well played by both players. That was fantastic Pokemon gaming. Games 2 and 3 were fantastic. 1 was kind of a sweep, but I wonder if maxing Instant could have been viable. I guess you would have taken the Spout. Yeah. Wow. Well played from Chongjun. Very deserving regional champion there. That was fantastically played. Congrats. Aaron also played expertly. Like it was a treat to watch both these players. It's a treat to watch Aaron play. It always is. Wow. What a set. What a set. Deserving world regional champion right there. Congrats. The first regional of the year goes to Chongjun. Wow. That was a blast to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. Obviously this is the final one, but I do appreciate you guys watching it regardless. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. Please, buddies. Please. All right. See you guys later.